Hey, so this is Andres Martinez-Munoz. This is AS315 Arduino Lab 2, just video demonstration. So here's the circuit that we set up. Basically have our power and our ground inside these lines on the breadboard, just like the first lab. And then we have these three LEDs that are connected to digital pins 3, 4, and 5, and then the switch with one side connected to power and the other side connected to digital pin 2. And there's a resistor on the side that goes to the pin in order to make sure that the state that the push button is experiencing is read as low initially. So that's why this is called a pull down resistor, because it pulls that state down to low, and we can start our logic and our code that way. So the code is right here. Starts with a variable called switch state. That's where we're going to store the information from our digital read of the switch to see if it's high or low. Low meaning that the switch is not pressed, and high meaning that you do push that switch. The setup runs once at the beginning, and that's where you set your pins to be outputs. These three are the LEDs, and the input, the actual information that we're going to act the program on, is coming from the switch. The first thing you do in the void loop, which by the way the void loop runs continuously, this is the state of the switch using this digital read command. And the general logic here is kind of written out in the comments like a pseudocode. If the switch state is low, we turn the green LED on and the red's off, which is exactly what's going on right now because it's being read as low. So the green LED is on and the red is off. And then any other case, that means the button has to be pressed. So as you see here, 3 and 4 are off, and then one of the red LEDs are high. And we blink the LEDs by turning 4 high and 5 low, and using these delay for 250, which is just a quarter second. It means you're pausing the entire code for a quarter second. So the actual time between these button presses is a quarter second, just like that. If we were to increase that number to say 750, 3/4 of a second, these would blink much slower. And we have to use that delay because if not, we would not be able to actually see actual blinking in these LEDs, just because the loop function runs like 1,000 times a second. And if you don't slow it down by pausing the code, it'll be naked to the human eye.